शय्योरावृणीमहे दातुं यज्ञाय दातुं यज्ञपतये
Hello and welcome to Out of Britain with me, Radhika Iyer. On a nice summer afternoon, I'm coming to you from a very gorgeous looking riverside. This is Bray Village in England to the west of London. And this village, as you can see, has the lovely River Thames flowing by and by a lovely British boat. And usually on a day like this, people are having their picnics with the sandwiches out, etc. But something very unique is happening here. And I'm going to focus on that particular event leading to a great topic. Here is a beautiful boat which is going to be going up with the Lords. The Indian community is saying Govinda and Govinda. That means that this is the Indian community here in Bracknell. They have a little temple. It's called Sri Wenateshwara Balaji Temple Cultural Center. A silent movement is happening in Britain. There are close to 200 Hindu temples in Britain, but this is also the center for more than 40,000 places of worship of different religions, and how multiple religions are thriving here in Britain. But in this particular community, I'm going to be exploring the challenges that the Indian community faces, the kind of objectives they have as they prepare to build a large temple, and of course, how they propose to preserve, even promote Indian culture, because these are not just places of worship, these are hubs for promoting Indian culture. Let's get on this boat, take a ride with their deities and with the people from this particular region. With me are the brainchild of what we call today a cultural center and SVBTCC. Okay, SVBTCC. Sri Venkateshwara Balaji Temple Cultural Center. Sounds like Tirupati's mini body. So is this the Tirupati of the UK? No. You can see. Yes, one day it will be. One day it will be. For the moment, we are on a river, which is the most beautiful. It's the longest river, I think. Yeah. No, in England. In England it is, not in Wales. In England, River Thames is the longest, and we are on the longest river, the most beautiful river. And we are on a boat ride with a lot of members from India, or the Indian community and other communities who are here to just be together, celebrate, pray, eat together, enjoy some music, enjoy a summer afternoon. But above everything, there is a spiritual reason which brings all of these people together, or actually one reason which brings all of these people together, and that is India. To keep India's culture, to offer a place of worship, to promote the culture, to share it with the next generation, and so on. So let's start. When and how did this community come about? When did you start this temple?
Well, it's interesting to say that, we have got a temple already in Birmingham, Sri Venkateshwara Swami Temple.
Yes.
And that time, there are only few of our people, community living in this country.
So what do you mean our community? Which one? Which community?
It's Hindu community.
Okay.
Okay, Hindu community, yeah. From back home, from India, okay? So in London, at that time, not many people around. So we built a temple in the center of, England, or center of United Kingdom. But slowly, the number has grown in London, and so much so that everybody wanted Sri Venkateshwara Swami to come to London. So we thought, this is a global city, why not he comes here? Yeah. You all know about Tirupati and Tirumala, how many lakhs and lakhs of devotees come there. So we should have him here. So that's how like-minded devotees got together. We formed a core committee, and we set up some objectives of what to do. We wanted to, it's such a big vision. It's not easy.
It's not easy, yeah.
In London, as you know,
yeah.
Especially, having lands, getting lands, so we have raising the funds, and it's just going.
How much is it going to cost?
So we haven't.
Few million. Oh, here's the finance person talking. Are you a trustee and managing finances?
So far, yes.
So how much is it going to cost?
We like the land itself, we are expecting it to cost around minimum a couple of million, and then getting the planning permission, it will take few years, and making the temple. It is just not the temple, as we say. Yes, it is temple, but just not temple. There was a lot more to it, so it will take few more million. We really don't know, because when the time comes, everything, all the prices might have been escalated even further. So we really don't know how it is going to. But like definitely, it is definitely not less than another 2 plus or 3 million.
How do you just keep, for instance, the lady may want to cook dinner at night and she may say, I don't have the time to attend this committee meeting. I can't do this now.
Yeah. No, I think this is a very good question. We all have come together now, like Chairman Ramlugar has said. We all wanted a temple in the area. So the moment temple has started coming up, there was an immediate, excitement in the people to come out and start helping to establish a temple and grow it up. Yes, there are so many challenges. There are school runs, there are work, schedules and so on. But, people have started, helping each other. If I had to go and I'm at the temple, my neighbors go, the other volunteers, they go pick up the kids from the school. So we've been helping each other in multiple ways, and it's not easy. We spend hours together doing it, but it's all for the vision.
What is a very gratifying moment? For example, tell me about one afternoon somebody came and visited the temple and they said, I am from some place and I felt nice. Those kind of anecdotes.
So I would like to just say that there are some senior members in this group who initiated this whole thing, and I was doing more of the fundraising along with the team members. And Bracknell, I was so surprised when we got to Bracknell, where the temple is today. People said it is Bracknell Balaji, and they really put their time and money, and today we have Bracknell Balaji going ahead.
Yeah, lovely. So there's Birmingham Balaji, there's Tirupati Balaji, who's the senior most, and then there's Birmingham Balaji, and now there's Bracknell Balaji, who's going to become the main attraction in a museum, a cultural center in London, somebody who will also be leading this yoga center, and apparently the gods don't need visas. So what if there are immigration issues? What are the legal challenges, social challenges that sometimes you face and you may say, you know what, I can't do this today, but I will come to it. Who wants to go?
It's more about building regulations and as well as following the charity commission guidelines. Those hindered us little bit of, post-COVID era. All the permissions takes bit of time, not like predefined plan. That's delayed in opening our temple activities as well. And at the same time, post-COVID, you see people went through a lot of financial struggles as well. That is also a little bit of, challenge.
Individual giving has come down. Yeah, because people are finding it hard. The cost of living crisis is up. London is one of the most expensive cities.
The
most. We declare.
Yes.
We live here. We know it is so hard. We declare.
Actually, the most challenging thing what we came back.
The boss knows the right answer. This is the biggest challenge.
Most challenging thing was we actually identified a building and we put an offer to it, and we couldn't get a mortgage. As a charity, it was such a difficult to get a mortgage to it, and somehow one bank offered to give the loan, and the time was passed on. The loan offer was expired, and then we needed to apply for the loan. Meanwhile, the
mortgage rates.
Meanwhile, actually, we were almost about to lose the building. So we had to go to the public and say, sorry, we are not able to get the mortgage. We will lose this building, particularly Wenateshwara Swami. So went to the public, devotees.
So crowdfunding.
Crowdfunding.
And it worked. It did work. It was a challenge, but
it is a challenge. Let me pay. Within 6 weeks, we have raised £500,000 by way of loans and donations.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we got the loan after 3 months. We repaid everybody, and now our building is about £1 million worth.
Wow.
Building.
Excellent.
And you can understand the really challenges we all face.
And the opportunities that came along with it, because you got such a big movement going on the ground when people came together and donated. And it's a shame Kubera doesn't live here in the UK. Whose door do you know?
One Kubera doesn't live here, but rest all are with us.
But the other part was, as Ramal Garu would agree, is we had constraints, but came one man to help us. I don't want to name him because of reasons, but he got the planning permission, and this is what we got today.
Last question, we have to wind up. To anybody who's thinking, oh, I want to start a place of worship, a cultural center, a yoga center, but then how do I do it? It's patience.
Patience. Lord doesn't come quickly, and Balaji doesn't come very quickly. It's patience.
Okay.
That's the key. Patience.
Without his blessings, nothing will happen.
Yeah, okay.
And last,
I would like to add, you need to believe in the idea, and you need to persevere. Yeah, you definitely have to work hard towards it. Yeah, and it'll happen, believe me.
Okay.
And also, I think,
Keep the kids on your side. Keep the
I
kids
think
on your side.
starting small, like it helped us. We know our vision is really big, but then we started small, and we will get there. So maybe just start like in a small house, a small room that you can hire, and then that can be your temple.
Yeah.
So that can be your yoga. Yeah.
Like that, buying a building.
Yeah.
Now one step
One step at a time.
there, and then we are going for a bigger region.
Okay, excellent.
the Lord has come in a 1-bedroom house. We have to give him a 10-bedroom house, and through your channel, I appeal to all of UK to come and make it the biggest iconic temple in London. And before I say thank you to you, I would like to thank Ranjini Garu and Dr. Venkat and Dr. Ramul Garu for initiating this thing. With a group of 21 people who are founder members, we are getting into now thousands and lakhs to go ahead. So
Not only this team, there are several volunteers
Yeah.
who are helping in the temple.
So, shout out to volunteers. It's always important to that.
Yeah.
It's so important, isn't it? I just noticed we are going to park up the boat. We've just reached the destination. So we're still on the boat, we're still moving, and there's a huge crowd here. It's been a fun afternoon, and it's been a colorful afternoon, certainly,
and it's
with the sun,
historic
etc.
afternoon. The first time in UK it is happening. Yeah, and on the
Okay, we're part of history then. Let's tell us that. Okay, thanks so much. Thank you for sharing all your experiences, and good luck with your project to each one of you. And thanks really for doing this.
Govinda!
First Wenateshwara Swami temple in London.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Bracknell Balaji, Govinda!
Thank you. We're on the Georgian, and this is a beautiful boat owned by Gareth.
Yes.
Thank you for having us. Gareth, what's happening here? Have you had anything like this before?
We've never had anything like this before. No.
So tell me, what do you think is happening?
So, from what I'm understanding, is that we've got some Hindu idols on today. We're taking them out for a cruise on the river. It's very important that we turn around 3 times, apparently.
They told you that.
That was from the leaders today.
Okay.
They've explained that to us. That was even from the planning, as this has been planned for several months now. Lots of sort of back and forth, several viewings and talking through things, and that's been key from the start. That part was very, very important.
Yeah, excellent. And so on this stretch on the river, tell us the Hindu gods and the Indian gods. Tell us where we are, which part of England we are, and where your boat's heading.
Yes, so we're in Berkshire at the moment. We've started off in Bray, the village of Bray. We've turned off of there and we're heading downriver. So we've just gone past Monkey Island, Queen's 8. We've got Bray Studios just behind us, and we're moving into an area where it's Oakley Court. And on the other side of us is Dorney, which is Dorney Rowing Lake from the Olympics. And we're going to carry on down, and just after Oakley is where we'll turn around, and then we'll come back upstream and more where we started.
Tell me, is this the most colourful set of people you've had on your boat?
Absolutely, yes. They've been so peaceful and so happy through all of it. They've been so understanding when there's been certain rules and things that we've had to follow, but they've been absolutely wonderful. Yeah, magical group of people.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
You. Bye-bye. I've done nothing like this before. We're on a boat. As you can see, the Indian deities, Indian gods are taking a nice ride on River Thames. This is a very beautiful summer afternoon, and we are in southwest of London, in fact out of London. And in this very pretty part, as you can see, boats have been parked up. A lot of people are wondering what this amusing crowd is, how colourful this crowd is, and Georgian's owner Gerath was his name. Georgian's owner, in fact, told us that this is the most colorful. Garrett is the name. He said that he's not seen some crowd as colorful such as this one. So, hello everyone. We are chatting with you to try and understand what brings you here, what motivates you here. Hi, Aparna. Hi. Tell me a little bit about you.
So I'm a lawyer. I was born in India, but came to the UK with my sister, my mother. This is my sister, and we're here today because it's the most amazing thing to be able to travel on the Thames with Wenateshwara and his consort. It's the first time it's been done in this part of the world. So it's an amazing thing to be able to do.
So I take it that you've not done this before in your life anywhere in the world.
Never in my life. The first time ever. Amazing experience.
Isn't it?
It's a fantastic experience. It's spiritual, not just because we're with God, but we're with other people we're thinking about God, and that makes it good.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram. Okay, Indumati, only 80 years old, nicely squatting on a boat on River Thames.
Correct.
And taking the credit for being this super cool mommy who brought these two daughters up in a way as Indian as can be. Would you take that credit? Is that easy?
Actually, I did. People do mention it to me from time to time, but I don't take much notice of that, except one of my daughters, I won't name them which one, she said, Amma, all the credit is not due to you. We also try to learn. So I said, okay, then we fell in line.
One of them is a barrister, so I'm not going to guess which one had made that very cool argument. Maybe not.
Yeah, the barrister didn't. So
That's not a clue.
That's a big clue. And well, they have had enough input, say from their aunts, uncles, and everybody, and then thankfully married and into a very Indian side of a family. So it all sort of gelled together.
Yeah.
And my husband had a big hand in it as well. Though, yes, he did.
Well, you always doubt whether the husband needs to be credited. Don't blame you. Okay, I'm just asking a broad question to everybody. Has any of you done this before? Be on a boat? No. Be on a boat. In India you did. Yeah, in India you did. Okay, now I'm going to go into the crowd just to have a little chat with a few people. You are from the US. And you're here in the UK for the summers?
Yes, just came here 3 weeks ago. Usually every year I do come down with my husband and I, and we spend time with my sister and my nieces who are very welcoming and loving.
Yeah.
So that gives us a good reason to be here.
Yeah, excellent. Now, the UK is welcoming, I want to say, as well, broadly. I did a little research. There are 160... Oops, I hope you can hear me fine. There are 160 active big temples in the US of Hindu temples, and there are 187 Hindu temples flourishing in the UK.
Well, idea.
Did you know that? No. Now, but that doesn't mean we have more places of worship in the UK. The US still beats it because of the size of the country. But the movement here that I see in the UK of the community being so active and being so very integrated with culture, is that something that's very different and unique to the UK? Or are you thinking in your head, and be honest, we'll be fine, we are welcoming people in the UK. You're very welcome to say, no, the US temples are better.
No, I won't compare them on that level. I think in the US also they have a very large Indian community spread over. I think the US is a country of distances, so we may not be able to get everybody into the same temple at the same time. But various places that temples are, they are run very well, and there are enough devotees actually who are interested in it. And then even others who are probably wanting to know what is the temple culture and what's Hinduism, they also come there. So I think it's quite an active and it's quite active community. It's very encouraging to see that there are youngsters also participating.
Yes, excellent. Thank you for that. This isn't really only about Hindu culture, Hindu temples. This is about just the movement that's happening globally by Indians who are known as living bridges, who are living outside of India and who continue to keep the Indianness alive, basically. Sorry, I'm a bit undecided, and I'm going to navigate some crowds just to find a few people. Okay, what's your name?
Hi, namaste. I'm Rajni. Hi, Rajni.
Yes.
And what brings you here today? I think this sense of unity, the cultural, you say this festivity, this beautiful of oneness together, celebrating our cultures, our festivals. I think I'm just in this, I wanted to witness this positive atmosphere actually, and to be part of this actually. So yes, I'm really grateful for this opportunity, and I think yes, that's what it is all about, you know, our culture, our heritage, and I think.
And this is very creative to do something like this on a boat.
I know. This is quite overwhelming for me. People cheering for us. That's they can also,
The passers-by, yes, that was fun.
yes, I think for them this looked quite colorful, you know. But can you believe that we as a generation back from Bharat and now giving it transmission of this cultural heritage to our next generation? I think in itself it's so fulfilling, this spiritual atmosphere. I think yes, this is beautiful, very positive atmosphere actually.
Fantastic.
Yes.
We, for all of us on the boat, we've been, well, not me perhaps, I'm wearing grey, but grey is also a color. The verdict is that this has been the most colorful crowd this boat has had. This is the most colorful crowd. Does that make you happy?
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing purple.
What is it called?
It's a langam.
Langa Oni.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you speak any Telugu?
I do.
Do you want to say something in Telugu to our audience, to say how happy Indian culture or food makes you, maybe?
Indian food నాకు ఇష్టము చాలా ఉన్నాయి.
Dosa tintava baga.
అవును.
Yeah, that means she eats a lot of dosas. Okay, I'm going to run across. Yes, Kamala, do you want to speak? Okay. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Amazing, absolutely. I feel that you're feeling amazing as well.
Yes, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. I've never done something like this before.
Lakshmi Govinda.
We'll wait for the chant. The program's starting. Do you have a line to say quickly?
I would just simply say that I'm so glad I'm here.
Yeah.
And it's the much needed peace that I wanted considering the last month. And I feel so blissful and peaceful.
How do you keep Indianness going? This is a question I've been asking everybody. Where is the motivation coming from and the time to leave things and then keep doing things which not just keep you closer to India, but promote Indian culture?
I think it's the network and the strength of the community together, specifically the organizers here, who kind of not only tell you about the events like this, but also kind of nudges you politely. Do come, it'll be different, you'll like it. I think that nudge is something that pulls me to this and feels me connected and loved and peaceful. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Thank you.